flicked on. And Latchford goes in. Wellington's a bit slow to come off. A chip is on now. Wellington's off his line. Here's Thomas. Now Latchford to drive it left-footed. It's there. Bob Latchford. 14 minutes into the game, Bob Latchford puts Everton 1-0 in front. That was a bit of a tragedy. The first attack wasn't built up well, but it stretched Leicester. And then when Thomas took over, nips in, a 1-2, Latchford goes on, the left footer, swerved away from Wellington. Earl glides it on, Dobson is there though. Out Rioch for Darracott. McKenzie. Sims plays it. May plays it out, rather. Darracott. Picks up McKenzie. Flick away from Rope. Rope gives another throw in. McKenzie wants to take it. Darracott shouting at him, leave it. McKenzie helps it on. And the shot's there for Thomas. And he got it. 2-0 Everton. So easy. 37 minutes into the first half. 2-0 Everton. The throw-in, well taken by Darracott. Places it on McKenzie's head. The flick backwards, which escapes the Leicester defence. And Thomas in like a knife. Might have taken a deflection, but it's Thomas's goal. Samples. Off the wall, corner. Well, that's the first corner that Leicester have had in the game. Going over to take it, Alderson. Worthington running near post, brings people with him, comes back again. Now Sims starts his run, and Sims got there. And Dobson gets it half clear. Whitworth plays it, Sims bangs it in. Well, it was a surprise snapshot from Sims. Gave that some hammer. I think it surprised Wood. He clutched it and held it. He dropped it. A couple of Leicester men were there to pounce on the mistake. May, first time ball in. Higgins gets it forward again for Everton. And Worthington went through with his tackle a little bit late after the ball had gone. So it's a free kick to Everton, more or less the halfway line. A couple of minutes to go to half-time. Everton most positively in the boss seat at the moment. Their away record, fairly useful. A win at Villa, a very, very close defeat at Arsenal, and then they win at Sheffield United in the League Cup. Here they're going well again, and the shot's there for Thomas. Andy King has made it 3. Andy King makes it 3. Oh, and Leicester destroyed by that free kick. Hoisted in the air, and it was the fight of Mike Lyons that cut Leicester apart. When the ball dropped down, there was nobody picking up Andy King, and he blasts it in there. There's now McKenzie. Now it's Everton. Again surging right side as their short-tempered fuses in the crowd break loose, and Latchford breaking loose with Sims. And McKenzie drives that one beautifully. Oh, that was so quick and smart. Latchford beating Sims in the run. The cross in for McKenzie, the first-time drive. Could have been number 4. John Samuels gets that one in for Worthington. Samuels again, wide for Whitworth as we go into stoppage time. Worthington trying to get a turn in, and a good drive, hit the post. Frank Worthington did remarkably well then. Back to goal, shielded the ball, a half turn, super left foot drive, deserved better, but he hit the post. Sims, that's so easy for Rioch though. Terry Darracott. Latchford and Sims, and Latchford got there. Latchford's in there again. That was a very important interception for May to make. Alderson chased by McKenzie. Alderson breaks free. Run a long way. Kemba. And Earl couldn't quite get there, and Kemba couldn't get the beef in. The ball is going for a corner. It was a good run by Alderson. Came a long way. John Samuels to take the corner. And that surely slid in finally by Sims. So it's 3-1. Sims scores only his second ever goal for Leicester, the big lad. The corner coming in, drops down, a half chance wasted, and then Sims picks up the pass from Smith and glides it in. Not looking like showing too much improvement at the moment. They're unbeaten at home in 2 games. Oh, and that one's gone through to Latchford, and he's going to get there. Oh, he let McKenzie have it instead. Well. Duncan McKenzie is magic. He didn't have to weave too many spells to knock that one in. Diabolical blunder by Leicester. Let Latchford go on and take on Wellington all by himself, and as he was sizing himself up to knock the ball in, he saw McKenzie and said, all right, I've had one, here's one for you. 28 minutes into the second half, and Everton re-establish a clear 3-goals lead. So Leicester got it all to do all over again. They pulled 1 goal back, but that mountain becomes higher again for them. Smith, Rofe, Whitworth, helping it on. Worthington, punch, and Samuels. Kemba miskicked with a goal at his mercy. Rioch, another throw. Wellington gambled a bit on that one. Had a little bit of leg spin on it as it hit the ground. Very nearly took him by surprise. Double challenge on Worthington, not fair, so Leicester get another free kick. Dennis Rofe with the free kick. Which a bad one too. Thomas tips it down for Latchford. Whitworth bangs it into Latchford, and it'll break now for Thomas. There's a quick look in, there's an offside flag up, not on King, I think, but on McKenzie, the further of the 2 Everton players at that moment. McKenzie is getting... Oh, it's King who's getting the yellow card. King, who turned round and said something unpleasant to referee Derek Richardson. So yet another man who scored a goal and marked up a booking this afternoon, Andy King. 4th booking of the game, which really hasn't had enough aggro in it to warrant 4 bookings. They've all been Moments of foolishness. McKenzie, beautiful skills against Rowe. On for Jones. Substitute fullback. May losing that to Thomas, and Whitworth gets it away for Leicester. Smith. Whitworth. Alderson. Sims. Going to drive it straight into the back of David Jones. Thomas as Rioch starts to break out. Goes to McKenzie, who helps it on to Rioch. He could have himself something here. And this will be Andy King's second goal of the game. And that makes it 5-1. Oh, and that goalkeeper, Wellington. He's really... So he scored in the first half, Andy King, at 44 minutes, and now he's tucked in his second at 44 minutes. Well, that was destructive. Beautifully released pass from McKenzie, set Rioch going. He races in, tries the shot, it comes out then, and Andy King had the easiest job in the world to tuck it away.
This Everton team come with a sparkling record of late. They've scored 8 goals in their last 2 games, and their top scorer this season is also one of the biggest entertainers in the game, Duncan McKenzie. 5 goals so far, and he's scored in each of the last 2 games. But nobody, I suppose, will be in a more jubilant mood than Bruce Rioch, the man who captained Scotland to their brilliant win over Czechoslovakia on Wednesday. So this then is the Everton team that West Ham must counter this afternoon. George Wood is the keeper they brought from Blackpool. Mark Higgins, the young defender who came through the schoolboy ranks. Dave Thomas, the winger who arrived this season from Q.P.R, a team that cost close on £2 million. West Ham, a much more modest outlay. More than half their side came through the junior ranks. In fact, not one of them cost more than £100,000. Nonetheless, West Ham are struggling again, and today they're without Kevin Locke, his place taken at number 6 by Mick McGibbon. But at least the West Ham injury list has given youngsters a chance, like young Paul Brush, who's looked good as a newcomer to the back four. And it's good to see Pat Holland back in business again after missing most of last season with injury. The referee today, Derek Nippard from Christchurch in Dorset, and now we're all ready to go. So away we go then, Everton attacking the goal to our right in a strip of all yellow, West Ham in their familiar claret and blue with white shorts and white socks. First touch there for George Wood, Scottish goalkeeper. Latchford aiming to get under this one, McGibbon hustling him in just a little bit there. Furbishly finding Brooking, here's Alan Taylor, turned along nicely, and Brooking just kept it in play. Good long cross to Brian Robson, and it almost got there. Well, what a mix-up there, but the whistle had gone. The feet were high by a West Ham player, and it'll be a free kick. Well, it was the cross came swinging in. Brian Robson missed his kick. Everton were all over the place as they tried to get it back to Wood, but in the end, the feet were high. Paul Brush. And Devonshire, he really was one of the successes last season for West Ham, and quite a disappointing season. Andy King. And now Latchford, McKenzie's gone free into that West Ham penalty area. Darracott. Careful build-up again this time by Everton. Rioch swinging it away there to Pejic. And ball by Tommy Taylor. And a free kick to Everton. They're bringing up Mike Lyons and Mark Higgins. Thomas will take the free kick. Curled in there, Tommy Taylor. My goodness, Lyons got in just behind Taylor, and it was just that tiny touch on the head of Tommy Taylor that put Mike Lyons off. Otherwise, that could well have been the opening goal for Everton. Devastating kick that by Dave Thomas, and what a leap it was by Taylor, and just look how Lyons was coming in behind him. So another corner. Tommy Taylor, in fact, telling Alan Taylor to come into the centre of the field more instead of down the wing. That's something that West Ham have worked out as Thomas takes another corner. Lyons got the header in that time. Brian Robson got it away. Lyons still there. Scooped header away there by McGibbon to Kerbishley, and Darracott read that well for Everton. Thomas. Latchford. Andy King. McKenzie. And Devonshire tripping on the ball. What a place to do that. Well, it's also muddled there until McGibbon finds it back today. Higgins. And a West Ham throw. Slipping and sliding out there, also by West Ham, who should know their own pitch, than Everton. That's a West Ham throw. McGibbon. Again, the passing off for West Ham. Dobson. Oh, and the passing off for Everton as well. As Brooking now may be able to find a way through for Alan Taylor. Good bit of play here by the little number 7. Good cross coming in, and Coventry couldn't quite get to him. And now a break by Everton. That was a lovely little move there by Alan Taylor. Long cross coming in, and Coventry couldn't quite get the header to it. In fact, Everton defended well there. Pat Holland. Alan Taylor. Well, that's a mysterious free kick to Everton. So Brooking doing a lot of organising of this West Ham side. As Higgins hits a long free kick, and a dangerous one there. Lampard played short here for Brooking. Oh, straight to Rioch. Well, McGibbon made a good saving challenge there. Brooking getting it back in the end safely to Mervyn Day. Higgins forced to play that straight to Holland. Now Coventry. That's a good shot, just wide. Well, it was young Mark Higgins who was forced into that error by the West Ham challenge, and the ball going to Holland. The short pass there, and Coventry, well, he wasn't far away with a very good shot. Lyons. And Holland with a header. Brooking with a little touch for Trevor Brooking. Oh, and saved by Higgins. Robson and saved by Wood. Well, the first chance was almost made by Brooking. Lovely control and a good saving challenge by Mark Higgins. The ball coming to Brian Robson from him, and Robson's shot saved, it seemed with ease, by George Wood. Brush. And Holland, that was a good ball by Paul Brush. That's not a bad one there for Coventry, and Darracott forced to give away the corner. Coventry very quickly aware of situations. I wonder they rate him a fellow with a tremendous future here at West Ham. Devonshire with the corner. Oh, it's there! And it had to be an own goal, I imagine, by Martin Dobson. Well, it crossed in there, and it's an own goal, and it puts West Ham into the lead. West Ham 1, Everton 0, 10 minutes before half-time. Well, it was the break West Ham wanted. Well, up in the director's box, John Lyle, he's had a lot of bad luck with injuries. I suppose that own goal by Everton is a little bit of good luck the other side of the coin for a change for him. Alan Taylor nudging the back. Referee a long way from it. In any case, he saw it and played the advantage. Brooking, what a ball. And Alan Taylor's all right. He's onside with Holland in the middle. The little cross towards him, Curbishley coming out fast. Was that handball? They said behind the goal it was. The referee was well up with the play and said that it wasn't. And is indicating that in fact it came off the Everton player's chest and behind for the corner. Robson with the corner for West Ham. Deep towards Tommy Taylor. Coming out to Frank Lampard. Left foot. Tommy Taylor again. Curled in once more towards Pat Holland. There's Brooking. Oh, and he slipped again at the crucial moment. Not the first time this afternoon he's done that. Brush playing it wide for Devonshire. Could spell this for West Ham. A deflection again. A fist out. It'll come for Brush. And suddenly he saw his first goal for West Ham looming up there ahead of him. But it didn't happen that way after George Wood had pushed that to cross out. And Brush couldn't quite return it with interest. And now it's Darracott for Everton. Given. Looking. Challenge. It was the referee didn't see it. Brian Robson is remonstrating with referee Nippard, and the linesman kept his flag down as well. And Brush is back on his feet. No foul there by Latchford as Robson is brought down. And the West Ham fans not very happy at the moment with some of this Everton challenging. Here's Higgins. Robson going in, and it's a free kick. Really was the revenge motive there, I think, showing in Brian Robson. Felt that Paul Brush had been harshly dealt with and that he'd been harshly dealt with as well. Well, all he's done is given away a free kick to Everton, which Mike Pidgeot will take. Curling nicely again towards the number 7, Andy King, and Latchford hit it over. Well, that was a tremendous short-range shot there. It's nice to see them having a joke about it in any case. Really, it was a great short-range shot by Andy King, beaten away by Mervyn Day. Bob Latchford came roaring in over the top. Curbishley and Brush. Brooking. Curbishley couldn't quite get to it. Taylor can. Devonshire's gone roaring down the right. Taylor spotted him, and here he is. Lampard. Latchford versus Tommy Taylor. Support from Andy King. Charged away by McGibbon, and here's Devonshire. Brooking up, Robson up, and Robson calling everybody else up. Brooking letting it turn. Getting past Andy King, getting past Mike Lyons, chipping it in again there, just too far ahead of Pat Holland, but a beautiful piece of play by Trevor Brooking. As the half-time whistle goes, and a high note for it to end on, with West Ham into the lead with their own goal, a lead they just about deserve. A lot to come then still on the programme, and a half-time score, which is West Ham 1, Everton 0. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Upton Park. West Ham then preparing to kick off at the start of this second half, leading by a goal to 0, remembering they have yet to win a home game in the league this season. Well, we've had a false start. They've lost at home to Norwich, they lost at home to Manchester City, and they drew their last one at home to Queen's Park Rangers. But now they're here, leading by a goal. And here's Alan Devonshire. Given to Devonshire. Pat Holland away on the right. But Dobson to Thomas. Latchford. And Andy King. Darricott. And Given there. And Brooking coming away again for West Ham. He hoped to capitalise on the speed of Alan Taylor, but that was a pass that was way off for him. Straight to Brooking, guiding his header to Alan Taylor. Back again, and again Trevor Brooking slipped there. Rioch. Latchford, and an Everton throw. McKenzie. Dobson to McKenzie. Andy King. Oh, and that came off Brooking. Tommy Taylor could be in trouble now. And it's a goal by McKenzie. A mistake by Tommy Taylor. Well, that's dampened the spirits here at West Ham a little bit. Tommy Taylor really had an opportunity to get that one away. Didn't take it. McKenzie did, and swept it past Mervyn Day to make it West Ham 1, Everton 1. So Duncan McKenzie, the scorer, keeping up his great scoring record. Scored now in each of the last 3 games and 6 so far this season. Brian Robson, nice header there for Pat Holland. Now Lampard. Brooking. Looking to escape Andy King. Interesting cross there, and it wouldn't reach Robson. Mark Higgins was there first. Forgiven. What a good ball from Tommy Taylor to Trevor Brooking. Stopped again by Higgins. Being told to get into the middle there by the number 3 Pejic. In fact, he did a very good job there. Here's Brooking. Devonshire. Dobson in close attendance. Everton giving West Ham very little room. Except there's Robson! Oh, the linesman's got his flag up. That will be disallowed. The linesman's got his flag up. There's hope yet for George Wood. Now, a meeting there, and it's disallowed. Well, as that cross came in, Robson was up there, but the infringement was spotted by the linesman, and the goal doesn't count. Well, there was an infringement right on that goal line. Brian Robson saying, what was that all about? Darricott. McKenzie. Higgins. Some shoving there by the Everton number 9, Bob Latchford, on Mick McGibbon, giving West Ham the free kick. Pejic. Oh, that wasn't a handball, that was quite accidental there by Devonshire. That's a good cross coming in as well. Holland with the header. Again, that cross hit fairly low by Alan Devonshire. Holland flying through the air, got a good deflection on it. George Wood flying through the air, but he wasn't needed because the ball was going wide all the time. McGiven, Robson, delicate touch there for Brooking. Here's Holland, surprisingly played onto him by Everton. Now Alan Devonshire, calling for a good accurate cross now. Here it goes towards Alan Taylor, headed it in there. Oh, and it's just wide from Pat Holland. But the linesman had his flag up again on this side, and even if it had gone in, it wouldn't have counted. But a lovely move again by West Ham, and what a good header at the far post by Alan Taylor. Holland roaring in there, but again there was an infringement. Again it wouldn't have counted. And Darracott hit firmly towards Latchford. Irvin Day's ball. Taylor, Brian Robson. Cross that across beautifully, Alan Taylor. Oh my word, how did he miss that? Everton all over the place there. And Alan Taylor, well, he's spread his arms out, he doesn't know how he missed it himself. A beautiful cross by Brian Robson. Taylor up at the far post, it looked a formality, but the chance was lost. Only Latchford is left on. And Tommy Taylor playing the ball back calmly to Mervyn Bay. Here's Brush. Now beating McKenzie. Does the simple thing well, Paul Brush. Robson. And they pushed a lot forward, curvishly. Brooking. Crossed in again, that time Lyons was there to head it away. Alan Taylor. Wrong shot, linesman flagging offside against Devonshire. And Everton are going to bring their substitute David Jones on. So he's going off. And the referee calling... he's getting his notebook out, presumably just to make a note of the substitution. Thomas didn't want to go, or whether he was injured or what. He got a knock on the head or a knock somewhere earlier on in the game, and he looks concussed, in fact. Taylor. Pejic hounded there by Holland. Alan Taylor coming in, but Higgins away. Curvishly, that's where it's safe. McKenzie. Now, will he drum up anything in the last seconds of the game that could yet snatch it from West Ham? Well, who knows? McGiven stopped him, but it's only as far as Jones, the substitute, who's on for Dave Thomas. That was obstruction by Darracott, surely. A free kick for West Ham. We're in injury time. Well, we can't get the ball back now. Yes, we can. Well, the linesman flagging furiously on the halfway line for something. The referee hasn't seen him and he's put his flag down. Probably because the ball was still moving. And Brooking took the free kick. Well, now, off the linesman and into touch. And the linesman has given a throw. Interesting situation, because it was a West Ham player, surely, who hit the ball against the corner flag. Well, it's a corner now. Played just over a minute of injury time, and of course referees don't add on time for corners at the end of the game. They do for penalties, though. Fisted away there by Wood. Now can Brush turn it back again. Oh my word, he came so close, and it took a save from Wood to prevent Paul Brush scoring his first goal for West Ham and giving them the win. But it's another corner. Again, the last seconds. Alan Devonshire once more. And there goes the final whistle, and it's a point apiece. With an own goal by Martin Dobson in the first half that put West Ham into the lead. And then Duncan McKenzie won in the second half, the equaliser. Brian Robson, and the linesman, in fact, explaining to Brian Robson why his goal was disallowed in the second half. So full-time score then at Upton Park. West Ham 1, Everton 1. A wave there from Dave Thomas, back again at Loftus Road, so often sprinting down the Rangers wing these past 5 years, but the recent move to Everton now makes him one of the threats to Q.P.R. today. And in a period of change at Queen's Park Rangers, also back at Loftus Road, here's their new man, Martin Busby, former Rangers player who went to Notts County, now making his first home appearance since his return. So this then is how Queen's Park Rangers line up today. Fullback Dave Clement passed a morning test, but Ian Gillard is out. John Hollins goes to sub, with the number 4 shirt being taken by Mick Leach. Jerry Francis still out with hamstring trouble, but it's thought he will be fit next week. As for Everton, they're without midfield man Bruce Rioch, who now seems likely also to miss Scotland's game on Wednesday. His place at number 6 goes to Jim Pearson. Duncan McKenzie had a test on a bruised foot 35 minutes ago, but he's fit, plays at number 10. The referee today, Roger Kirkpatrick from Leicester, and really it's not the best of afternoons for watching football. So away we go then. Everton in the all-light strip of yellow, attacking the goal to our right, Rangers in their familiar hoops. And this Everton team coming with a good record of late, unbeaten in their last 8 games after losing the first 2 of the season. And indeed they'll remember, I'm sure, had a clash there between Abbott and Thomas, but Everton came here on the first match of last season and won 4-0. Well, here's Gibbons for Rangers. I want to put that memory behind them. Way too far ahead of Martin Busby. George Wood, the goalkeeper. Jim Pearson to Higgins. Foul by Pearson on Busby, and a free kick, or rather the other way around, and a free kick to Everton, which the young number 5, Mark Higgins, will take. Lifted high towards Phil Parks there, nodded down nicely, and a header there by Andy King, straight into the arms of Phil Parks. Nice touchdown there by Mick Lyons. No trouble for Parks. Gibbons. Oh, that fell nicely for Busby. And Pearson got back quickly. Well, Pearson claiming he played the ball there. Roger Kirkpatrick, who was right up with the play, said, no, it's a free kick. Now Bowles and Masson, number 9 and 10, trying to organise something from this free kick. Played, in fact, for Clement. Oh, and he blasted that well. Going just too high. Don Masson, Stan Bowles. Look at toe poke here for Shanks. Gibbons just beaten to it by David Jones. Pearson playing a delightful ball there for David Thomas. Inside for Dobson. Now King. Beautifully weighted there for Andy King. Pearson's coming up in there. Latchford's in there too. And that's a good goal for Everton. And they've begun exactly where they left off at the start of last season when they came here and won handsomely. Andy King playing such a big part in it. They're the two men who've made it. King, who played a big part in it over on that left touchline. Latchford with the header. Past Phil Parks just inside the post. Everton 0, Q.P.R, or rather Q.P.R 0, Everton 1. And here's Leach. Bowles. Well, a certain question mark against the defensive play of Rangers there, allowing Latchford of all people so much space, so close to goal. Masson, Needham. Oh, and a lovely ball there, played by Leach. And Clement on a tremendous overlap, and he's got men up as well. And in the end, it was Pejic who did a good job for Everton there. Needham had got up, Busby had got up, Bowles had got up as Clement went on that tremendous run from that lovely ball by Leach. Floated again into the midst of them, and a good jump and a good safe catch by George Wood. Latchford, backward header. Dobson just beaten to the ball by Needham. Clement. Bowles letting it go very skillfully there for Eastoe. Bowles again. McKenzie. Stopped by Abbott. Short pass to Bowles. Masson right up there amongst the front men as well. Gibbons. Well, he's... Look at Wood right out there now. Has he given away the corner or a throw? No, it's a throw. And as Wood hurdles to get back, they've got that... Oh, good piece of play by Rangers. Good quick thinking by Don Gibbons, who took that throw quickly, and Masson, who'd gone up there, got the header in, but unfortunately for Rangers, it wasn't on target. Oh, Masson not quite controlling that one. Andy King sending Dave Thomas on his way now. This could be more trouble for Rangers. Latchford in the middle, and David Jones has come up as well. Latchford with the header. Oh, a beautiful goal. A second one for Latchford, and a second for Everton. And the architect is the man who so recently was a Rangers player, Dave Thomas. A great run down the left. Latchford beautifully placed for that near post header, wide of Phil Parks. And so we have a score then. The Queen's Park Rangers 0, Everton 2. Gordon Lee doing a lot of shouting on that Everton bench. Well, it's been a good opening 18 minutes for him and his team. Too high for McKenzie. Shanks to do the retrieving. Now, can Eastoe get in behind the defence this time? Higgins showing a lot of coolness, and they almost gave it away. Too much coolness, in fact. A misunderstanding between the young number 5 and his goalkeeper, and it very nearly let in Mick Leach. And it was a break that Rangers badly needed. They need something right now to get a foothold back in this game. Everton threatening to dominate it completely. Thomas, Pejic, King, little chip forward. Busby, the flick for Shanks. And Busby trying this time to get in behind that Everton defence. That's a good cross as well, but Pejic's behind it. Eastoe with the header, straight though into the arms of Wood. Got up well at the far post there, Peter Eastoe, from Martin Busby's long, interesting cross. Eastoe, Bowles, Clement, high towards Don Gibbons, but even higher was Mark Higgins. Oh, and a great goal by Peter Eastoe! Well, that'll put Rangers back in the game. My word, how they needed it. And it looked to be no great danger for Everton as Higgins got up so well. When it came to Eastoe, a lot of space for him, surprising that. Left foot hooked high into the net. Queen's Park Rangers 1, Everton 2. So Peter Eastoe gets his 5th goal of the season. And Rangers now have something to bite on.
You saw Rangers' first goal of the game, Peter Eastoe.
And good play here by Martin Dobson. Nasson after him. Here's McKenzie. Bit of space for him on the right. Got it across beautifully. Oh, and Thomas on the far side couldn't quite finish it off. Superb piece of play, though, by McKenzie. That devastating sprint over maybe only 3 or 4 yards when it really mattered. Hard, low cross. Rangers in trouble. And Thomas couldn't quite turn it in. Now Bowles. Little touch here for Busby. And a throw for Q.P.R. The last couple of minutes of the first half. Martin Busby with it. Bowles looking, I would have thought, almost for the impossible there. A yard of space with Pejic so close. But who knows with Bowles? He might have got a free kick there, though, and he has. Telling the Everton defender not to complain. Jim Pearson there with a word and a joke. And Stan Bowles giving as good as he's got. And 1 or 2 looks of concern on the faces of Everton defenders. As Masson now takes this free kick, floated a long way in there. And Eastoe came so very close indeed to adding his 2nd goal and getting an equalizer for Rangers. Timing that run well, but got a little too much under it. Long kick there. Parks punching it off the head of Latchford. And there goes the whistle for half-time as Peter Eastoe was on his way. Everton, a brilliant start. Pulled short a little bit by Peter Eastoe's goal that gave Rangers a little bit of hope. But certainly a blistering start by Everton with those 2 goals by Bob Latchford in the first 20 minutes of the game, bringing us to a half-time scoreline at Loftus Road that reads Queen's Park Rangers 1, Everton 2. We'll be right back with the second. Welcome back to Loftus Road. At least the sun has now come out, and Rangers have got 2 players well inside the Everton half of the field, as you can see, and Roger Kirkpatrick is making sure they're back behind the line before he allows this second half to start. So away we go with Rangers this goal down, 1-2 against Everton. Now Rangers attacking the goal to our right. Here's Masson. Givens with a touch now for Eastoe. And a corner given. Well, they had quite a reasonable last few minutes to the first half, did Rangers. And they're hoping to capitalise on that with a good start to the second, but that was a good fist away by George Wood. Back to Masson again. Played here for Shanks. Masson again. Looking for the yard to get that centre in once more. Needham was right in there. Lions in trouble, and the whistle had gone. An unfair challenge, I fancy, by David Needham. Number 5. Needham. Header finding Masson. And now Pejic. Dobson, Pejic. Thomas. Martin Dobson for Everton. Latchford, Masson right back there, nearly caught out. And a free kick given for handball by Abbott. The ball, in fact, kicked at him by his teammate Don Masson. And there wasn't much that Abbott could do about it. He was only about a couple of yards away, but it gives Everton this free kick. Dave Thomas and Martin Dobson, the two men behind it. Three men in the Rangers' wall. Masson, Eastoe and Busby, who came off and charged into Dobson, giving away another free kick. Not only attacked the ball, but attacked the man as well. Still three men, those same three men in the Rangers' wall. And still the same two Everton men behind it. Thomas chipping it now to the far side. Andy King coming in, and Latchford has got his hat-trick. Well, Rangers, who are dab hands themselves at free kicks, badly caught out by that one as it's floated out. And Andy King on the byline, turning it in. No trouble at all there for Bob Latchford. Queen's Park Rangers 1, Everton 3. Hat-trick man is Bob Latchford. Brings his total now to 7. And Rangers have already brought on their substitute. John Hollins is on, and Mick Leach has gone off. Shanks. Busby right up there. Pejic's header safely guided away there, and here's Dobson. King. Played across the field now for Jones. Very good header away by Clement, and Everton still in possession now with Dave Thomas. Little chip going in, McKenzie helping it on its way. Shanks miscuing, and Everton might get possession again. But they will with a throw. So Rangers need to form themselves in defence again. There's Needham and Abbott. And they need to form themselves in defence again because Everton have got a corner. It's raining again now. Here's the Everton corner. Mike Lyons right in with the header. John Hollins only half getting it away. Eastoe with a nice chest trap and then hooking it away at least to the halfway line. Jones. Good run here by Mark Higgins, but he'll have to run to keep it in play. It's a really wet afternoon again, though. Needham to Masson. Needham again. Oh, he's given it away to McKenzie. Now, can McKenzie make this 4 for Everton? And he can, and he made it look like child's play. And the Everton men are rushing towards McKenzie. And Dave Needham is the man who knows that it's his mistake that has virtually put this game beyond the reach of Rangers now. Needham's mistake. McKenzie on it like a flash. And he kept his cool superbly as Parks came out into the back of the net. Queen's Park Rangers 1, Everton 4. And for Duncan McKenzie, he goes up to 7 goals this season. And as the Everton supporters are saying Duncan McKenzie is magic, he salutes that little vote of confidence that they've shown in him. Well, Everton came here last season and scored 4. And they've come and done it again. And Gordon Lee really seems to have got this side moving. No wonder Steve Burtonshaw's got that wide grin on his face. Hit this time for Latchford. There's the cross going into space again, but that space was filled by Phil Parks. McKenzie striding back to try and put Shanks off. Putting a lot of effort into his game this season, Duncan McKenzie, as well as all the skill that was always there. Thomas. King. Oh, a nice touch there for Pearson. Masson's right in there. And a free kick to Everton. An obstruction by Masson on Andy King. A yard outside the Rangers area. And could this mean more trouble? 4-1 down already. And a committee meeting there to decide how this free kick's going to be taken. Dave Thomas saying one way, Andy King saying another. Martin Dobson standing over the ball, and Queen's Park Rangers are waiting for what's going to be hit at them. Martin Dobson. Now, will something come of this? He might well put it there for King, and he played it into the wall. Pearson, and a great save! Well, Phil Parkes has had to pull the ball out of the net 4 times this afternoon and hasn't had many opportunities to show what a fine keeper he is. Then he did. That shot by Pearson, and he was down well to push it away for the corner. So Thomas with the corner for Everton. Floated in there, and Pearson so very close indeed, having been foiled in one moment by a fine save from Phil Parkes. Then got up well with a header, only to put it wide of the other post. Dobson. They've really been a cut above Rangers for most of the afternoon, except for that one little period just before half-time when it looked as though Rangers might come back at them. Dobson to King. That's a good shot. Oh, and another fine save by Phil Parkes. Andy King, the former Luton lad, having a very lively game indeed, and a good left-foot shot. And Phil Parkes just fingertipping it over. What a game he's had, Andy King. Made the first and third goals. And here's Dave Thomas, who made the second one. With the corner for Everton. The fists of Parkes. Dobson. Now Latchford, not his 4th goal, surely. Yes! And the 5th for Everton. Well, it's a riot. 4 goals for Bob Latchford. No wonder he can afford to smile like that. The other one coming from Duncan McKenzie, which in itself was a juicy one. And Everton all smiles as that ball fell for Bob Latchford. He couldn't believe his luck. And he gave Parkes very little chance. Queen's Park Rangers 1, Everton 5, which is the identical scoreline when Everton went to Leicester City earlier this season. The Evertonians in good heart. Needham getting in there, finding Don Givens. Hollins has gone off. Right forward, Givens, left foot, and he hit it straight at Jones. Hollins hustling McKenzie into mistake. Now, he claimed that was a handball. The linesman on the far side, who was well placed to see it, looked at the referee, shook his head. And so it's a corner only for Rangers. .18 minutes to go. Queen's Park Rangers 1, Everton 5. Masson again with the corner for Rangers. Hollins with a shot, hitting it straight at Thomas, another corner. So Masson again with a corner, hit wider this time. Busby with the header. Eastoe right in there with a header too. And in the end it was Bowles who just stabbed it over. He claimed that Wood had touched it over. The referee said no, it's a goal kick. Now it's Bowles. Turning him one way, turning him the other way. Can he do it yet again? Or is he going to run into trouble? Well, he's giving him a few problems there. And a lovely little overhead, well saved though by George Wood from David Needham. Well, that was a bit of vintage Bowles. And in the end, that little shuffled cross and an overhead by Needham and a good piece of reflex goalkeeping by George Wood. Masson, Busby. What a good ball by Busby for Eastoe. Oh, and he hit the post. What a terrible piece of luck for Peter Eastoe. Can Bowles turn it in? Free kick. But what a ball that was by Busby. It gave Eastoe the opportunity to show his speed and his shooting skill, and he whacked it against the post. Now Bowles, Masson up there with him. Gibbons right in there. Always just favouring the keeper, though. And Wood very quickly to come off his line at all times. Here's Masson. Back again for John Hollins. And a touch by Eastoe, and my word, he couldn't have come closer yet again. So Hollins putting that ball in, Eastoe with the touch, so very close indeed. In fact, it could almost be 5-3 now instead of 5-1 to Everton. Lyons, high up and under. Andy King's right there. And Phil Park's very brave indeed there. And Needham got away with it then. Hollins. Bowles. Just touched it away there for Clement. It'll come for Hollins again. Curled in and a good one. Gibbons is right there. Can Eastoe get his second goal? No, and Busby couldn't quite find the way through either. David Jones down and injured, and a free kick given to Queen's Park Rangers. Well, it's okay, Jones. And here's the Rangers free kick. Masson and Bowles and Hollins all in close attendance. And Bowles curling it, and a good save again by George Wood. Made that look so easy as Bowles curved it. Wood himself was curving through the air. McKenzie, a typical Duncan McKenzie. And now here's Jones. There's the cross going in, and Needham's header getting it away. This time it's Dave Thomas taking on Dave Clement. Right foot shot, curling and difficult to hold, but Park's got it at the second go. Good shot there, and a bumping and boring there between Hollins and Thomas, old chums. But a very good shot indeed by Thomas that was swinging all over the place. Now here's Busby. Bowles. Gibbons. Oh, just wide. Took that opportunity really with an economy of effort that almost caught Everton out. Sweeping it wide of goalkeeper Wood, but also wide of that far post. Don Gibbons. Eastoe and Bowles. A nice touch by him for Don Gibbons. And again, that man, David Jones, is across there to do a good job for Everton. Stan Bowles. A penalty. That time a foul by Jones on Bowles. A yard inside the box. Not too many complaints, I think, by Everton. It looked a penalty. And Roger Kirkpatrick had no doubts that it was worth a penalty. Now Bowles and McKenzie having a slight word with each other to decide which side Stan Bowles will put it. McKenzie told him one way, and I'm not sure that I'd take Duncan's word for it. Let's see though. Bowles versus George Wood. And a lot of encroachment. Well, that was an amazing save by George Wood. Bowles took it. An enormous amount of encroachment on the left-hand side of the penalty area, though, but Wood down, and the penalty was saved. There's the final whistle. A fine victory for Everton. And their manager Gordon Lee just getting out of the tunnel. He really is getting this Everton side on the move. And nobody was more on the move, and I'm sure all Everton fans would agree, than their number 9, Bob Latchford, being mobbed on the pitch by 1 or 2 fans and now shaking hands with the referee. Bob Latchford now going into the tunnel, number 9. Scorer of 4 goals for Everton. The other one, maybe the sweetest of the lot in many ways, by number 10, Duncan McKenzie, with Peter Eastoe offering the sole response from Queen's Park Rangers. Final scoreline then. Queen's Park Rangers 1, Everton 5.
Derby trying to give everybody a touch of the ball, and a break here for Hughes. He looked as though he was offside with the break there, and Wood kicks it away. Well, Billy Hughes, top goal scorer for Derby this season, cashed in on an error by Everton as they came out, broke down the right side, inside the first minute, lashed in a shot, and Wood kicks it clear. Pearson got a touch. Powell is under this. Comes back to Thomas. Turns to face Langan. Taking him on. Good skills, good ball. Well helped away then by Daniel, with Latchford behind him. It'll come in again from Buckley. And Pearson. What a super try. Great save. Good football. Lovely cross from Buckley. Fine flying header from Pearson. Beautiful reactions from Bolton. Here's Langan for Daly. Hughes trying to get away, get a bit of space for himself. Daly looks for Ryan. Ryan taking on Ross. Short one for Rioch. The shot is here. And just wide from Don Masson. Don Masson very nearly for the first time getting himself on a Derby score sheet. Dobson. Hector, clever stuff for Daly. Oh, beautiful. Hughes. For Daly. Oh! And now Ryan. Good gracious me. Thrills and spills at both ends of the field. Latchford, good head down for Thomas. Well, on for Pearson. There's a push in the back against, push in Pearson's back. So a free kick. Thomas, number 11. Martin Dobson, number 8. Hand up, which is some sort of a signal. Thomas hooking it in there, and Latchford got there. Oh, and that was so close. Bob Latchford beat all his markers as Thomas knocked that one in. And Bolton was committed to his right-hand post, 6 inches to the left off Latchford's head, and that would have been a goal for Everton. Hector. King coming back at Hector, so it goes on to Ryan. He goes against Ross again. And the cover man there was King, and Ryan still got there and got the header in. And Dobson helps it back and put his goalkeeper, George Wood, under a lot of pressure. Hector. Goes Masson, Ryan. Again, he attacks Trevor Ross. Did him again. Good try. What a fine try that by Jerry Ryan. The lad that Tommy Dock brought over from Bohemians last September is looking pretty good here. A Bohemian-looking character. He exploded then. Super skills inside the box. Turned, drove the left foot. Just wide of the goals. King started to run. Unlucky. Well, Derby fans are pretty quiet right at this moment. With 20 minutes to go. As Hughes tries to get past Higgins. Hughes, then the throw to Langan. Hughes. Good-looking cross ball. Ryan. Rioch. Good goalkeeping by Wood. He was off balance. But once again, good thinking by Jerry Ryan. Knocking that ball back to Rioch. Driving a hard left footer. Wood, who was off balance going backwards, did well to beat it away. So yet another corner. Just about in double figures, I think, corners to Derby. But they haven't done anything with any of them so far. Masson with this one. That's Daniel. And Daniel is going to score. No, he's not. Peter Daniel's fast reactions then, having put the pressure on in the first place, and with Wood stranded off his line, Peter Daniel tried to nod the ball back into the goal and was just wide to the left. And suddenly the floodlights have gone out. The floodlights, which are being run by a generator specially hired for the game, and all the lights have gone out. He wants the players in. He wants the ball. Looks as though the referee, Trelford Mills, is going to take the players off the field.
Well, the players were off the field for 15 minutes while they patched up the generator, and then play was able to resume.
Buckley waiting for a free man with his throw-in. Goes for Pearson. Pearson pushed apparently by Nish. Can hardly believe that referee Mills gives the decision against him. And a free kick in what could be a very dangerous situation. Ross, number 3. 6 is Buckley. 11 is Thomas. Sorted out exactly what's going to happen here. Big long one. Way across and squeezed in by Lyons. Mike Lyons squeezes the goal in on the near post. Well, whatever the pre-planning was, it worked. Ross, Buckley and Thomas. Long discussion before Trevor Ross, the new boy, in his first game for Everton, flights that ball deep into the box. And the lanky figure of Mike Lyons was up to score his 3rd goal of the season.
Thomas. Again to try the touchline. This is the kind of play he loves. And Yorick has hooked him down. 8 minutes into the game, and Terry Yorick severely admonished for that tackle. Feet whipping up somewhere around the knees. Thomas takes the free kick himself. Good one. Dobson's header. So Terry Yorick pays the full penalty for his foul. Thomas, the man who was brought down, plays the free kick to the near post, and Dobson gliding in on the angled header. To Wallace. Wallace, a good turn and hook across, and Wood was in some trouble with it. Wallace, dangerous anywhere in the penalty area. Took that and turned very cleverly, and the ball into the top angle caused Wood a bit of trouble. Nardiello with the corner. Good jump by McDonald. Well saved by Wood. But the corner was beautifully placed, and McDonald soared on his own. Gordon Lee with arms folded. Cleared by Roberts. Lyons. Latchford free. And it's a goal. Mike Lyons making another of his crucial interventions upfield. Just slotted in there. toe-ended the ball over to Latchford, and as the Coventry defenders looked to the linesman, Latchford headed in, and the flag stayed down. Pejic. Latchford there. Is that a penalty? I think the referee was unsighted. He was far side of the goalmouth from that trip. And that's a free kick. McDonald bringing down Thomas. But I think that Coventry may have had a let-off with the previous incident. Thomas takes the free kick, and there's a goal! Latchford again! Thomas is devastating with those crosses with the dead ball, and for the second time in the game it's paid off. Gordon Lee absolutely delighted, Steve Burtonshaw applauding his men, and that was a beautiful cross, well nodded in by Latchford. Jones with the free kick. Flick on by Lyons, Latchford has kept it in play, he has Thomas there, number 11. And Thomas has got it over. They're queuing up at the back post there. And it's gone in off the post. Who's going to claim that? I think Pearson. But the credit really is Thomas's. He delayed and delayed and delayed, and when he played the cross, they were all waiting on the far post, and the nod went across the goal and eventually in off the post, and it was Jim Pearson who raised his arms to claim the goal. Can't deny Everton their superiority, but one has a certain sympathy for Coventry for their attacking intentions that you really wouldn't grudge them a goal. McDonald's head, it's come to King! You won't find a happier bench than that anywhere in the country. Gordon Lee, who lives every kick with his players. But really, what a fine goal there. McDonald not quite making the header correctly. And Andy King, left foot on the volley. No chance for Bly. Nardiello. Good play by Nardiello. That's that left foot. It's the first time he's had a chance to use it. Tripped his way into the box with his right foot. Found the gap for the left foot shot, and Wood made a great save. Oki to Nardiello. Pejic, Dobson, Thomas. Acres of space for him, two men to cross to. Latchford! What a glorious goal! That's the goal of a championship side. The mark of tremendous finishing and accuracy from Latchford, but a marvellous break by Thomas, given the room to go down, and yet again he sets one up with a beautiful cross, and Latchford the finishing that surely England are looking for. Lions judging it well. Price turning it back. Forward by Young. Dobson for Everton. George Wood. And now Darracott. Nelson's header collected by Ricks. And a tackle by Ross. Graham Ricks leaving the throw. Nelson to take it. Stapleton for Ricks. Player with pace and skill on the ball. That's a neat little cross towards the near post. Put out. No, kept in fact. And Ricks crosses it again. McDonald was under it. So too is Sunderland. McDonald trying to get onto it. A cross by Sunderland and inches past that far post. And Wood is not pleased. Ball was bobbing around in his 6-yard box. He left it to the defenders, and they were not very positive in getting it away. Arsenal's ball. Dobson. Thomas, Pejic. Holding off the challenge from Price. And going on with Thomas now outside him. Oh, and he's got a gap for himself! And it's bundled in by Latchford! Latchford gets the goal, but Mickey Pejic gets the credit. And the linesman gets a kiss from a fan. Good play by Pejic. Thomas came outside him. Defenders caught in two minds. Pejic saw the gap, went through it, and it was a good shot that Jennings couldn't hold, and Latchford was following up for his 20th goal of the season. King. Brady. Sunderland. Stopped by Pejic. And Latchford showing the nifty back heel. Brady. Nelson. Ricks. Brady calling for it and getting a good ball and turning it well in his stride. That was beautifully done. Arsenal's best move so far. Brady went on the run, called, Ricks delivered, and Brady met it in mid-air very cleverly, but Wood made the save. So we're all at full strength again, and here's McDonald nipping in. And it's a catch for Wood. McDonald slipped in there, finding Lyons not entirely concentrating, perhaps. Darracott, McKenzie. Darracott again. He's played a full part and is recalled to the team today. And Kenyon too. It's a good ball from Kenyon for Dobson. On for Thomas. And Thomas's pullback is headed away by Young. Sunderland. O'Leary. Stapleton. Brady, and McDonald is onside. Now he's got Wood to beat, and Wood has come out, and McDonald has made an awful hash of it. Well, that really was a terrible mess by a man who has played at centre-forward for England on a dozen occasions. Right through, slight suspicion of offside, but the flag stayed down. McDonald went on, and when he met Wood, really didn't seem to know what to do. Simpson. Nobody coming to challenge him. Pushes one through for Stapleton. And comes to take it again. And Wood catches. Quarter of an hour to go now. Only visiting teams to win at Goodison Park this season. Nottingham Forest on the opening day of the season. And Manchester United here last Monday. King. McKenzie. And King again. And he's found the net. Well, I wonder whether they worked that one out. They look very pleased on the bench. So simple. King gives the ball, takes the return, and fires it with great certainty past Jennings, and that is 2-0. Liam Brady for Arsenal. Simpson. Ricks. Thomas finding Wood. Handball signalled by the linesman. Referee plays the advantage. No point in stopping the flow of play for that. Stapleton. Nelson now playing in a more forward role with Simpson covering him at left back. Sunderland. Well, there was some very good work there by Dobson. Wood seemed to have got his angles all wrong, and the ball was cut past him by Sunderland. Dobson came to the rescue. Nelson would have preferred to have the advantage there. He didn't seem at all pleased when the referee called them back. But Simpson has crossed well, and Young has met it, and Wood has made a fantastic save. Good free kick move. Nelson to Simpson. Simpson a cross that a winger would have been proud of. Young met it like a bullet, and Wood pulled out the save of the match. Thomas. Latchford off into the middle and given a good ball. Mortimer got in the way. King shot, and Rimmer down well. Started with Latchford, taken on by King, and Rimmer saved well. Thomas's corner. There's a good jump by Lyons, and just a fingertip from Rimmer. Lyons took off well, and Rimmer once again was asked to get down very fast. Higgins looking for Latchford's head. And in at the far post was Dobson, and this is turning into Jimmy Rimmer's game. Well worked by Everton. The ball dropped in, Latchford the back header, and Dobson sneaking in. Rimmer equal to the high ones as he's been to the low ones. But another corner. Thomas taking it again. McKenzie and Lyons together. Dobson, Latchford, squeezed it wide. Everton beginning to win a significant number of the high balls in the penalty area. Darracott, quick chip in towards Lyons. Well chested down, but it wouldn't fall for Dobson. But King. King trying a shot, and it's sneaked in! Sympathy there for Jimmy Rimmer, who must have been unsighted. But the ball came to Andy King, and he tried a creeper, and it just whizzed along past the defenders and curled into the corner of the net. Darracot's free kick towards McKenzie, and that looked like a foul, and it's a penalty. Gregory overdoing his tight marking of Duncan McKenzie, and right out in the corner of the penalty area with no danger at all, he gives away a penalty. And somebody has got his name into the book for what he has said to Mr. Thomas. I think it is Phillips. He's certainly booked Phillips. So Ross, who scored from the spot for his first Everton goal against Nottingham Forest on Monday, gets an early chance to make it 2. And succeeds! Hard, low and wide, no chance for a goalkeeper with penalty kicks like that. McKenzie, more room than he's had for most of the game. King. Higgins. Darracott. Ross. And Ross planting the high one. Was nodded down by Gregory, I think. Dobson couldn't get to it. McKenzie does! The back pass is punished. And McKenzie was in like lightning to stab it under Rimmer. 3-0 and still 5 minutes to go to half-time. Gregory, Gidman. Carradus getting it to Mortimer. Gregory. And turned well for Gray to score. He's given onside. Mr. Thomas looked to his linesman. But the Villa bench don't seem to feel that that has done a great deal for them. The ball tucked through there with Gregory making one of his rare interventions upfield, and Andy Gray materialised on the wrong side of the back four. And now here's Latchford chasing the header from Dobson. Dobson himself side netting. And in fact, there must somewhere there have been a deflection, because I think Mr. Thomas is pointing to the corner. Thomas, great scramble there, and into the net. A Latchford classic. Kind of goal that he and Dave Thomas have worked so many times this season. Thomas's corner, curling over, and Latchford just the finest angled header, 4-1. Darracott. Ross. And he's away from Cowans, and he's crossed, but behind the strikers. Bad ball though from Little, or from Mortimer rather. King. Vegic. The wind behind Everton metaphorically, and they're making the most of it. Dobson getting it through to Latchford and taking it back. That was so nearly 5. The midfield have worked so well for Everton. They've struck hard, they've tackled well, and they've come through to have a large number of shots. Phillips caught that time pushing McKenzie and showing 2 fingers to Mr. Thomas, which surely counts as dissent in anybody's book. And I think he has sent Phillips off. He sent Phillips off. Phillips pays the penalty. Well, he put up a two-fingered salute with both hands to Mr. Thomas and off.
So a corner for Steve Daly to take. Patching! What a remarkable shot that turned out to be. The corner curling in from Daly's left boot, and Patching seemed to take a tremendous whack at it, but put an awful lot of underspin on the ball. It was up in the air and hanging there, and Wood only just managed to sweep it from under the bar. Latchford getting it back, but he'll lose that to Bell. McCall, Hibbett, Daly. Nice ball, Hibbett! Yes! Ken Hibbett! 1-0. 28 minutes of the first half. Really was something. Real old-fashioned Wolves stuff, that. From defence to driving attack in one blistering ball through the middle. And Hibbett, keeping his head, tucks it away neatly. Oh, a push in the back, quite positive then by Mike Lyons, number 4. And a free kick to Wolves. Hibbett's placed the ball. Not capable of driving one from there. Low, Carr, and now he'll drive it. Hibbett! Oh! What a beautiful drive. Fine free kick move. Hibbett, the short ball forward, and he just kept on going as Carr rolls it back into his path. A fierce left footer, which beat Wood and beat the far post, but not by very much. Thomas. Back for McKenzie. Again a good challenge by Bell, but Thomas is there now. And Pearson breaks loose. And Pearson, oh, a super save. Fine bit of opportunist football by Jim Pearson. Lovely break. Set himself for a curling, swerving shot. Well read by Bradshaw, going to his left and making a fine catch. Good challenge by Kenyon. Carr losing to Ross. And Morris Daly gets there. Steve Daly. Willie Carr. Oh, super stuff, and Hibbett! 2-0. 27 minutes into the second half. Kenny Hibbett wraps in his second goal of the game. And again, a beautiful bit of attacking football by Wolves. Steve Daly playing a prominent part in it. Driving on, confusing substitute David Jones, releasing his pass perfectly to Willie Carr. Willie Carr spotting Wood coming off his line, tried to chip him. Wood got half a touch. It's cleared out to Hibbett and he drives it into the net. Short for Daly. Steve Daly. Parkin. Steve Daly. It's Ross going with Steve Daly. Ross doing just enough to put his man off. Lyons. Well stopped by McCall. A bit in. That'll break down now for Daly. Is it number 3? Yes, it is. 3-0. Steve Daly, his 5th goal of the season. And that surely wraps it up. 33 minutes on the second half gone, and the Wolves fans rise to Steve Daly as he makes it 3-0. Again, Everton hesitant, not getting the ball away clean. And Daly going left side, kept his head as the goalkeeper came to him and drives it in for a superb 3rd goal for Wolves. Thomas's throw. Petchik. Petchik still in there. King. Pearson. Looks good. Penalty. Bob Hazel, the culprit. Unlucky. But the tackle had to be made. So King setting a nice through ball to Pearson. Hazel a bit stranded. A scissors tackle on Pearson. There was no hesitation by referee White. I don't think too much argument by Wolves either. Chance for Ross to score his third goal since joining Everton from Arsenal. Both of them are penalties so far. Yes, 3-1. 41 minutes of the second half gone. Trevor Ross really is deadly from the penalty spot. Drove that one high to his left, and Bradshaw, well, there was no chance that he was going to save it.
Bailey to Armstrong. Wood taking no risks with Ashcroft in very close to him. Coming to Mills. A great shot and a goal by Mahoney. That really was beautifully worked. And there's Mills having got it from Cummins. Gets into position, puts the square one. In comes Mahoney, hits it first time through the crowd of players. Wood caught stretching, but he can't reach it. Behind the goal to our left, just a sea of red and white banners being waved by the happy Middlesbrough fans. And it's Mills in a chase with Kenyon. Roger Kenyon, one of the Everton players who didn't cost a big fee. Now Bailey. Made a great boost for John Mahoney, who's picked a great match in which to get his first goal for the club. Craggs. Now Mills. It's there! And that was hopeless defence by Everton. And this really is great stuff. Now they watch Craggs. Wouldn't be shaken off the ball, but he gets the centre across, but there should have been no danger. But the Everton defence, where is it? In comes Mills, can pick his spot, and there it is with 10 minutes gone. The Borough are 2 up. Armstrong to Cummins. Back to Armstrong. And Mills ghosting behind the defence, and he's hit the bar. Still not out of play. It is now. Throw to Middlesbrough. And George Wood is hopping mad with his defenders, and he's got ample reason to be. There's Mills, who ghosted behind the defence. Hit the bar. Unlucky not to get the third goal. Dobson. And there's the spare man, Craggs, to Mills. Oh, Wood almost lost it, and Cummins nearly tapped it in. Corner kick. No. This is Mills. There's the shot. The ball caught. It got out of his grasp. Cummins, the man who nearly got it. Cummins. Tipped by King. That's a bad clearance. Cummins. That's a lovely ball played out of difficulty to Armstrong. Ashcroft. Mills is there! Oh, beautiful goal by Mills. And Ashcroft, what a glorious pass to him. And there's Mills, difficulty getting it under control. Kenyon there to worry him. He makes a bit of space. Ashcroft getting it across now, and Mills nipping in between two defenders. Neat little flick. And Telfer to Petchik for Everton. McKenzie. Ross trying to change the direction, gets it to Latchford, and it's there by Telford. Well, that might make a game of it now. Telford, the man who gets the goal off a tap from Latchford. Now then, here's the replay of the goal. There's Latchford getting up. There's Telford, number 10. Everton keeping the pressure up on Borough. Pejic. Lyons has gone forward to join in the attack. Pearson to King. McKenzie. Oh, and that couldn't have been far away. McKenzie thinking it was a corner. Well, let's have a look, see whether it was saved. Pearson. There's King, and in comes McKenzie, number 12. Hits it first time well. Do you think Jim Platt touched that? Everton winning almost every tackle now, but I think they've left this tremendous effort too late. Anyway, they get a free kick. It's going to be taken by Pejic, and Ashcroft, instead of getting on with the game, is arguing, and he gives away a corner kick. Good tackle on McKenzie. Ross racing over to take the corner. Get into the last minute now. Oh, it's fun, it's a goal! Yes! It looked like Lyons who knocked it in to me. But let's have a look at the replay again. This is the corner kick. It seems to beat everybody. Well, there's Lyons. Well, you make your own mind up. Lyons just... And Lyons the last man to touch it.